Welcome back to the Casual Observer podcast. I'm your host, Daniel, and this is the cricket edition. We're diving straight into the England-New Zealand test match that's just wrapped up. Game 2 is finished. Series is tied 1-1. New Zealand get this win by 253 runs, demolishing England on the morning of day 5, really making sure that the spectators that put the effort in to get there got zero reward for their money. Incredible. Matt Henry is your player of the match, 11 wickets, 11 for 109. Incredible. Especially when he had back spasms at Lords. He's probably thinking, I will never get a better pitch to bowl on. But he made his own luck here. Wobble seam was perfect. We'll get into that later. Prediction for the series, we said England 2-1, and we said it was going to be England, New Zealand, England. Didn't think there was going to be a whole scandal where England lost their captain and Gus Atkinson, but hey, predictions coming true so far. It's 1-1 as we head into the next game in 4 days' time. I love the quick turnaround, sorry. The bowler's probably not going to feel so great, but at least, if you're New Zealand, yes, you did bowl last in this game, but England only kept you out there for all of 58 overs. So you're probably not too tired. So both bowling units should go into this fresh. Squads have been announced, and Ben Stokes, Gus Atkinson back in the squad, Sonny Baker and James Rue drop out. Jamie Smith's back, Ollie Robinson's back, and no real change for New Zealand as we're so far aware. This game started with, obviously, turmoil. England won the toss and decided to bowl first. Didn't look like the greatest decision. You could understand why. They didn't pick a specialist spinner, so they don't really want to be bowling last on that deck without a specialist spinner. But as it turned out, when you're trying to chase whatever it was, 470, probably the wrong choice. It seemed like Ben Stokes' captaincy had really leaked into Joe Root's way of thinking. A lot of funky fields, choosing a bowl first. Some of the, obviously, team makeup didn't need the spinner, and so on and so forth. So the leg slip was a big one for me, and I love the aggressiveness of the catches. With a horrendously inexperienced bowling lineup for England, having a leg slip really made them suffer. There was a lot of straight deliveries, a lot of deliveries that went down leg, and then suddenly the short ball theory. So, there was a lot going on all at once. I think Joe batted really well, but probably captaincy, he'd be very happy to hand that one back to Ben Stokes. They're playing at the Oval, Surrey. As we said last time, no Dan Lawrence, who has been piling on the runs for Surrey. But Jordan Cox and James Rue come into the team. You've got Sonny Baker making his debut, Gay in his second game. You've got Rue, Cox, Baker. They were the debutants. You had Fisher coming in. Oh, it was just changes abroad. Hey, Archer's the other one who came in. So, Archer's the most experienced with 19 tests, and it was very evident. The fielding wasn't great either. We can get into that later, but this pitch is a batting paradise. But I thought it was actually such a good pitch. It offered plenty for the batters, plenty for the bowlers. You put the ball in the right spot, you're more than likely going to get a reward. Bowl as the batter, if you keep out the good balls, there's plenty of runs to be had. So England's thinking was clearly if the pitch gets better and doesn't deteriorate, we're happy chasing anything. Unfortunately, and we'll get into it, but that third innings of the game, a few drop chances early probably put them out of this game pretty quickly. So you could see the inexperience right off the bat. 12 overs into the game, all 4 fast bowlers have been used. Obviously helps each bowler settle and not get too nervous. I still remember poor Simon Kerrigan, last game of the Ashes 2013, and that poor left-arm spinner, Cookie, clearly did not want him. Alistair Cook, I think, bowled that guy 6 overs all day. He went the journey. Shane Watson took him apart, and he never settled, never felt confident, never felt wanted, never played again. So, at least with Joe Root here, it was get in, get these bowlers established, get their first ball out the way, get the nerves gone. And it was the most inexperienced bowling group in over 20 years. And that makes sense. You think of some of the lineups they've had with Broad, Anderson, Wokes, Wood. They've had heaps of bowlers that have stuck around for a while and now all moved on or injured. So, I think there was all of 23 tests between these bowlers or something crazy like that. It wasn't much. The lack of an all-rounder in Ben Stokes upset the rhythm here, so he just went with Jacob Bethel and Joe Root as spinners, but probably underbowled, mind you, the spinners. We'll get to that. Matt Fisher's new spell against New Zealand in their first innings looked good on paper. It was very economical, but when they broke it down on TV, it became very clear that no, it was not a good spell. It was a lot of balls starting at about 10th stump, and geez, if you can get it to swing back from there, good luck. So the New Zealand batters were nothing if not patient, and let a lot go. Which again, with a new ball, look, you're going to bleed runs, but you want to be making the batsman play with that thing hooping around. So they didn't. Matt Fisher did get the first wicket with Devon Conway, caught down the leg side. Good catch by James Rue. Off Conway's glove, unlucky dismissal. And then, the bowlers just kind of settled in from there. So you could see that Sonny Baker, far out, he was nervous. He was, his first ball was I think it was 130k. It was slow by his standards. I wouldn't want to face it still. He got that first over out the way and suddenly got much quicker, much more boisterous. He's got plenty of personality. He's going to be a cult following kind of guy. He was beloved by the crowd. So he got his debut under his belt, but clearly not a great enough effort for him to be retained in the squad. So Tung's always solid. He was good. He wasn't spectacular. And you probably wanted more out of Tung and Archer. But, I mean, Archer, when he's on, holy shit. We'll talk about Glenn Phillips by the end of day one, ducking and weaving for his life. He's probably hard done by to not get man of the match because that 100, far out, he probably nearly died 3 times. He was hilarious to watch. What a great battle at the end of day one to watch, Archer versus Phillips. And Phillips did not give it away. So hats off to him. And Archer was definitely steaming in. He had the least amount of luck I've seen in a while. So he did well to keep a smile on his face. You can see the New Zealand batters, their natural instincts are very much like, let's see this new ball off, while the England batters are, Amelia Gay is a bit more wait for the loose ball, but Duckett, Crawley, Pope were very much let's get after him. You could see their instincts were also, let's see how these new bowlers, Baker, Fisher, Tung, Archer, go spell after spell after spell. So I reckon they were quite happy to dig in this first innings and take as much time as they needed to wear down the bowlers and see if Bethel and Root were going to bowl plenty. So, very, very understandable theories there. Highlights of the first innings. Look, very obvious. It's Glenn Phillips. Maiden Test 100 of 135. Had great support with Matt Henry and Kyle Jamieson down low. I thought it was one of the best hundreds I've seen in a while, where he fought through the tough period. Archer, nearly knocked his block off a few times, but still, any time there was something loose that he could score with, he went for it. And that instinct and that determination to be like, yep, I might get hurt here, but I'm not getting out, and I'm still not backing off a bad ball. So 100 off 135 in those conditions was, amazing. Really good to watch. It's a shame you couldn't get a few more, but job was done. So New Zealand all out for 391 in 96 overs. And I think the part that hurts them the most is England had New Zealand 7 for 280. And then Kyle Jamieson, really held down the fort with Glenn Phillips, but did get dropped by Ben Duckett in the deep off Sonny Baker. I'm sure Sonny, he's smiling, but he's probably dead inside. That was his 3rd test wicket gone. That partnership was huge, as was the one with Matt Henry. But Daryl Mitchell got 44, Tom Blundell got 51, and both got caught at mid-wicket. So it was good to see Sonny Baker get his first Test wicket. He was pumped. It was Rachin Ravindra who played a little loose, angled bat. Sonny Baker's coming over the wicket, and right-hand bowler to a left-hand batter. The setup, you can judge that pretty well, but it is also a bit of a blind spot. So, Rachin was playing so well. Got a little bit of luck, but all top order players need a bit of luck to get that, a few through slips. This one was almost just slips catching practice for Bethel. So, great first wicket. And then, rushed Daryl Mitchell in for a pull shot to mid-wicket that just lobbed up. So, really good there from New Zealand. 391. 96 overs is pretty good going as well. 4 and over. Then England come out. Holy shit. Ben Duckett looked amazing early. He got to 36 off 25. And, let's be honest, we've all played cricket. We've all watched enough to know that some players they look on. And it's hard to distinguish sometimes that on, if that's stupidity or if it's I'm not getting out today. And Ben Duckett had this look that he was going to be 200 off 140 today. He tried to run out Emilio Gay. Nathan Smith missed. And then Emilio Gay returned the favour and Nathan Smith did not miss. So Ben Duckett was run out for 36. And I've never been one to personally, throw my gear around and get mad, but the way Ben Duckett looked, I would have lost it. Start of day 2, perfect batting conditions, 36 of 25. Anything a smidge loose was going, and it's just, he hasn't had a score in a while. That was the day, and Emilio Gay just stole that from him. So, as did Nathan Smith, give credit to the run out, but yeah, incredible. Jacob Bethel, 9. Caught playing at one of about 5th stump. Basically he's really had 2 scores in my mind now. The 96 against New Zealand in his first Test series, and then 150 odd against Australia in Sydney. But other than that, he seems a very feast or famine player at the moment, and I believe that if and when Joe Root moves on, that number 4 spot might have Jacob Bethel written all over it. But hey, Joe Root got 46. Emilio Gay got a very good 53 before, again, getting one in his blind spot from Will O'Rourke. Wasn't obvious, had to get reviewed, but great review. And then this is where Matt Henry came into his own. Got Joe Root and Harry Brook back-to-back nip-backers, again, that wobble seam. And he's just putting that on about 4th stump. And this is where England went wrong, is they were bowling 2 straight. So they're starting the ball on middle. And if it does anything, it goes further down leg due to the angle. But Matt Henry, also a righty, put it on 4th stump, and if it nibbles in, LBW, which is bang bang Joe Root, Harry Brook, or if it nibbles away, you're flirting with the outside edge. So that was the difference. It's basically middle stump versus 4th stump, and got all the difference there. James Root, Jordan Cox looked great when they were out there. James Root did get dropped by Ravindra, but that didn't cost him anything because about 3 balls later, he's gone for another pull shot and popped it straight to Daryl Mitchell. So James Root's got plenty to work on with the gloves. We haven't even highlighted that yet, but with the bat, I think everyone's going to be pitching a few short ones at him now, especially in that blind spot. Right arm bowler, left arm batter, or left hand batter. I think James Root's going to have a fun time going back to county cricket. Because that is very obvious when you're watching along that he did struggle to pick that ball up a few times and a bit of a compulsive hooker as well. So Jordan Cox looked good for 27, then just chipped one to mid-wicket. Feels like a huge waste. But the highlight here is, apart from New Zealand losing their minds, Matt Fisher getting 50 not out to hold that tail together. So New Zealand had England 9 for 238 when Josh Tongue was out. But 17 overs later, Sonny Baker finally falls, and they've got 291. So instead of 160 deficit, it's 100. So England are definitely in this game. And I don't understand the captaincy sometimes. I've seen it in Australia, seen it in India, seen it in England, New Zealand. But what's the ball that's worked all innings for top order, middle order, is the 4th stump line, let the ball do its thing, have catches, and, let the batsman, if they're willing to play the shot and they play a good shot, cool, they get 4. But no, tail enders walk out. Both teams are guilty of this, and it's leg slip, it's short short ball theory. It's just lose your fucking mind for a second. Like, it just makes no sense. And it's just, Matt Fisher gets 50, played well, but also was given, no pressure. The bowler's bowling this ball at, if Kyle Jamison's bowling at his best, he's got some real ferocity behind it, but instead it's this gentle little doubler trying to get Matt Fisher off strike. It's just like, every team shoots themselves in the foot. Let these guys, especially the lower order, like, this is a lower order and a lower order player. It's not like a lower order and a number 5. So, yeah, let these guys play a few shots. Let them get to about 20, 25 before maybe trying the short ball theory. Not just straight up with the short ball theory. Like, shits me every time. Hey, I'm not sure if it's just me. I mean, you guys let me know, but oh my God, like, it's worked for 9 wickets. Why are you going away from it? I've seen it in the Ashes, seen it here now. I mean, there was a couple of years ago where Australia are playing Pakistan, and I think it's Amir Jamal, but he relatively unknown. I think at SCG as well, and he's out there and the field goes spread and he suddenly scores like 86 or something like that. Like, again, like, he may have still got 86 without that, but yeah, give the ball and give the bowlers a chance to actually get these guys out. They've done it for 8 or 9 wickets. Just, don't fix what ain't broke, but no, we got to fix it. So, apart from New Zealand losing their mind for an hour there, Matt Fisher got that. They're still, New Zealand still have a lead by 100. Things I forgot to mention, sorry. England lost their fucking minds at the start of day 2. Glenn Phillips walks out with, might be Kyle Jamieson. Yes, it is Kyle Jamieson. They dropped the catch of Kyle Jamieson, and again, some of the fields and the bowling, it was just horrendous. Like, that's where they really lost the test match. It was start of day 2, and then their fielding when New Zealand were put back in on day 3. Like, maybe that was even, I don't know. It's 5 days. That went so much happened in 5 days. Either way, like, Joe Root, I think he'd be happy to hand the reins back and happy to get some more senior players in the team, because damn, did they look inexperienced suddenly. So, yeah, Glenn Phillips, yes, he great 100, but the fact he could get there meant the support around him, Jamieson, Henry, just weren't under enough pressure. And, the hour and a half that England there just took the game away from him. So New Zealand, James Rue. Did his best as a replacement keeper. I'd say in England, your best keeper is Ben Folkes. Jamie Smith is solid, getting better. I would say James Rue is way, way, way down on the list. Great batter. If, again, Joe Root moves on, number 4 could also be James Rue's spot. But, oh my God, the keeping showed up. Not always his fault, especially the first innings. There were 53 extras in New Zealand's first innings. 8 wides, 3 no balls, 20 leg byes, 22 byes. I mean, some of the balls that went past the stumps moved a fucking mile. They were... Man, that ball in England just does stuff, hey? So poor keepers, they always talk about it, the keepers. Like, I'm going to show you my fingers by the end of a series. That's how much wobble is on this ball. But 22 byes, look, first innings... honestly, I thought he kept fairly well. He got a few rough ones that went past him. 20 leg byes told you how straight the bowlers were bowling. But 53 extras is cooked, man. Like, yes, you lost by 253, so it didn't really make a huge difference. But mentally, if your lead, New Zealand, is 40 and not 100, you go out and play slightly differently. And if anyone wants to fight on that, like, I tell you what, mentally, there's a lot in this game that happens that when you look back, you can't quite think of. So, yeah, the extras hurt, but it was the second innings that did him in. He got a good one, for a keeper, the best one ever. Tom Latham, 5th ball of the innings, nicks off to Archer, straight to James Rue. One thing you could notice straight away is, yes, he took the catch, but he didn't watch the ball all the way into his gloves. He kind of last minute flinched. So I'd say that was the first warning sign that James Rue is not the comfiest with the gloves. Then, Devon Conway nicks off to Josh Tongue. He's out for 11. Brings Henry Nicholls and Ravindra together. Ravindra's had Ratchen's had just the worst series, like 3 drop catches by this stage. He did take one in the second innings, but 3 drop catches in this. He's got a golden duck. He got about all of 40 runs so far. He nicks off, I believe, to Matt Fisher, and I wouldn't have said straightforward catch to a keeper. It was down low to the left, but Rue did not get there. Did not get there. That was the first chance that went down. I think Ravindra was on 9. So he ends up 76 and really got out, just forcing a bit of the pace there with a sweep shot off Bethel, which I didn't think he needed to play. But so there's already 67 runs already, plus the 53 extras. Henry Nicholls on 47, hooked one off Archer and off the glove, and Rue actually went too far this time, and it hit his thumb, and good luck catching a ball with just your thumb. And so that went for 4, and he ended up 121. So another, I don't know, what's that, 74 runs. Some of these drop catches and extras, I mean, in this innings there was only 18 extras, so pretty good. 9 buys again. There's already, 180 runs right there between extras and the 2 drop catches, and both by the keeper. That's tough. That's really tough. But yes, Henry Nicholls, I gave him some flack before the series, and I will apologise. I was not familiar with your new game. Familiar with his old game, which is a bit stodgy and boring. He was great. Walks out at number 3. First innings chops on to Josh Tongue, but this innings, 121 off 171. Kept the pace going, strike rate of 70. He kept the ball ticking over, put the bad ones away, survived a good spell from Archer. No notes. That was a great innings, and I would like to formally apologise. New Zealand made the right choice by picking Nicholls and not Will Young. I'll own that one. I didn't realise he also averaged 94 in the Plunket Shield in New Zealand. You are killing it, my guy. So he gets 121. Ravindra gets 76. Daryl Mitchell gets 68 before trying to lap one. When they're just, New Zealand's got this huge lead of 450 plus, and they're just trying to get quick runs. So he just lapped one, missed it, whatever. Glenn Phillips only 3, Blundell 16. Nathan Smith was huge. He got 38, hit a few bombs before skying one. So, New Zealand all out for 362, but really the last 4 or 5 wickets were rushed to try and have a go at England. Pick of the bowlers, got to be Jofra. Matt Fisher got 3 for 58. Archer got 3 for 62. But the enforcer's Archer. He's the main threat. He's the one New Zealand are planning for and trying to just hold out, while Fisher's a bit more, I'm imagining they're not so worried about him. So, really good. Just not a lot of penetration. With the drop catches, that kind of deflated England. There was no real... You could see there's a difference between intent and whatever the fuck England doing. They were just kind of moseying on around the field. So, they lost the plot there for a few overs in the middle there. No real penetration between Archer, Fisher, Tongue and Baker. Root bowled 7, Bethel bowled 11. They had 1 for 86 between them off 18, and Harry Brook none for 9 off 2. So, we know the squad's come out now, but you can see, Rian Ahmed's coming off 120, I think, in the Foxes' last game. Liam Patterson-White got 6 for. He's no mug with the bat. He got 25 of 20, and they were going for it. So he's not in the squad, but I could see the next team makeup either having Bashir or Ahmed in, and I probably would just go Ahmed, give him a go, but they probably won't. England will be back to a much more traditional lineup in the next game. But that did leave England the unenviable task of a massive 463 run chase, and Emilio Gay looking solid. Just decided to clip one off Kyle Jamieson straight to Ravindra at mid-wicket, out for 11. Bethel, same over, LBW to Kyle Jamieson. Wasn't even close to hitting the ball. technique starting to show up that as he's trying to hit the ball on middle or off stump, yes, he dragged his pad back. If he kept his pad and his legs straight, it's probably hit outside the line. So he dragging that pad back, which is just a natural reaction. Unfortunately, has done him there. But his head was on about fourth or fifth stump, so he was in a bit of a tangle. Ben Duckett, a very sedate 9 off 28 before trying to pull one off the toe straight to Matt Henry. So he was actually looking very circumspect, and then that. And this is where, again, the game changed for me, because lo and behold, Joe Root, Harry Brook out in the middle, and these two just make the game look so different. It's crazy when they're out there. It's like they're on a different pitch. Like, Harry Brook has the best hand-eye coordination I've seen in a cricketer since A.B. de Villiers. Like, it's crazy. He got 58 or 54, and yeah, he nicked off to Matt Henry. So no shame in getting out to the player of the match. But 58 or 54, like, he was doing it easy. Like, great intent, nothing real stupid. And, like, that picked up Joe Root as well. Joe Root suddenly started getting the act and scoring and noodling the ball a bit better. And you could just see, like, man, suddenly you get two, like, world quality players out there, and oh my God, they're feeding off each other, and it's put New Zealand under the pump. So that was really good to see. It's a shame it didn't last any longer, but 58 was very entertaining from Harry Brook and Joe Root. And after tea on day 3, I think at day 4, they were piling on the runs, and New Zealand were definitely under pressure. But Matt Henry, the man, nicks off Harry Brook, and then James Rue comes out. Always looks solid. Does Rui. Some great flicks. Loved his one through mid-wicket, mid-on kind of area. That was a beautiful little flick for 4, but had one stay a little low when he was going for a pull shot off Kyle Jamieson, and Kyle Jamieson's huge. So, you can probably be forgiven for thinking that ball's going to get up around your chest and not your knees. But LBW there. Jordan Cox comes out and survives the rest of the day with Joe Root. And this is where the carnage starts, because day 5 is just, it's over before it starts. I reckon that day went for all of half an hour. Joe Root gets pinned for 77. Very much an umpire's call. It looked very out live, but on replay you're like, okay, maybe a bit unlucky, but 77 off 145, and even Mark Butcher on the commentary is just like, makes England's hopes about 0. And I was like, it's a bit harsh to Jordan Cox. But then Matt Henry gets Jofra Archer, second ball duck. That ball really did roll. That should have come up about nipple height, and holy moly, did it not barely get above shin height. So poor Jofra. No luck with his fielders, and now getting that. Matt Fisher gets bowled by Matt Henry again. Josh Tungo's first ball to Matt Henry. He has a wonderful fifer. Jordan Cox plays some shots, but tries to sweep one off middle and gets bowled for 25. I loved his intent, but I think I would have tried to impress England selectors a little bit more than that. So that's all right. It happens. Really boring. The poor crowd got half their money back, but I mean, they saw half an hour of cricket. That's as rough as it gets. But I guess all these grounds have the clause in that if there's a result, you won't get anything back. So I guess it's better than nothing. But England looked rattled. They've had 2 players basically, and New Zealand were well on top. And it was just the difference in the sides was the experience half the time, fielding and experience. England had 3 players debuting, a bunch of players in their second test. You got no chance going up against a squad in New Zealand who I think their least experienced player is Will O'Rourke, who's just an absolute gun. Like, they just keep the same squad in, day out. So New Zealand, their experience shone through. They knew that what they had to do, and they got it done. Tom Latham's having a horrendous series, mind you. Highest score of 27 so far. But apart from that one captaincy blunder when Matt Fisher got 50, been pretty good. So, New Zealand, as I said, no mugs, 1-1 series now, really good. Going to be changes for for both teams. Oh, sorry, probably more England. Nathan Smith didn't look all that penetrative with the ball this game. So you're allowed that. Dominated Ireland, dominated England first game. That's fine. Bit of a game. Will O'Rourke seemed to get flustered when Harry Brook and Joe Root were going at him, walking at him, moving away. So that's just an inexperience. He's got all the talent in the world, but 1 for 48 off 10. He was getting taken to the cleaners. So, Matt Henry, 18 overs, 6 for 29, economy rate of 1.6. Will O'Rourke, 1 for 48 of 10, 4.8. Like, there's the difference right there. So, there's things for the New Zealand side to work on. They need a bit more out of both openers, as we highlighted pre-series. And their backup bowlers, Will O'Rourke's look great. Nathan Smith, I've come full 180 on him. I'm backing him. But you do have Ben Sears, Zach Folkes, Blair Tickner all sitting, waiting in the wings. So plenty of fast bowling stocks in New Zealand. Not sure what they got batting-wise, but we'll figure that out in the years. Well, I mean, they're touring Australia soon, so we'll figure that shit out later. But, look, they've got enough fast bowling to just make a full team of fast bowlers, I reckon. But England, again, I can only see a few changes. I reckon it's going to be Duckett, Gay, Bethel, Root, Brook, Smith, Stokes, Archer, Tongue, and this is where it's like, do you have Ahmed? Do you have Bashir? Who else? So I'd say they're probably going to go Robinson and Bashir and basically go back to that first test match, just having Archer in. But hey, there's 3 more days, a bit of rest, bit of travel, and we will see what they do. But look, my takeaways from this is James Rue, short ball and keeping needs a huge bit of work. I know, being all mean. Matt Fisher, got to take the stumps way more often with the new ball. Just not quite good enough. Otherwise, give the new ball to Josh Tongue or Sonny Baker. Hard to say really what Jordan Cox could do because, again, second innings game's over. Do you really blame a guy on debut for, just having some fun? Not really. First innings was a bit of a shame, but he looked good. Brook looked good. Root looked good. Question marks over whether Duckett and Gay will forgive each other for those runouts. But Duckett needs some runs. Bethel needs some runs. I could see, look, Stokes got 95 in the recent championship game. Atkinson was penetrative with the new ball. There could just be straight swaps for, those two coming back in. Robinson, Tongue, and just keeping the bowlers as they are. But someone's going to be a harsh miss on this next game, whether it's Tongue, Robinson, or Atkinson, because I can't imagine Archer's going to miss out. So it's going to be a tough call on someone if they go for the spinner. But as we said, Baker's already gone, Rue's already gone. So 1-1 series prediction will be England's going to get up in this last game. Do it for Stokesy, but New Zealand will definitely not go down without a fight. And now that their number 4, Ravindra, is in some form, Nichols is in some form, Daryl Mitchell's got some runs, Blundell and Phillips. Like, if they get the openers firing, watch out. Moving to the Australia-Bangladesh T20 series, coming off a 2-1 loss to Pakistan, 2-1 loss to Bangladesh in the ODI series. Refreshing change of format for us, and we win 3-0. Matt Renshaw's player of the series. Hey guys, who called this? Humble brag over here. We said Matt Renshaw had to get up the order. Look, didn't fire in the one-dayers, but sheesh. Player of the series. I'll humbly take that as the pick that we made. So, Australia's listening. That's great. So Australia win the first game by 4 wickets. Not the most entertaining game of cricket. Bangladesh rolled for 131 in their 20 or 19. They clearly just went way too hard too soon. Because they were what? They were 8 for 99, 9 for 108. So bowlers did their jobs. Spencer Johnson, 1 for 10 off 2 overs. Matty Renshaw, 2 for 26 of 3. Zampa, 3 for 18. Davies, 3 for 17. So bit of a mixed squad of experience and youth, but did the job with the ball. And then, tough batting issue at surface, but we chased that down 133 for 6 in 18. Cooper Connolly, 47 off 27, got out. Deep long on, trying to get his 6 for a 50, but didn't quite get it. I thought we were actually just shitting the bed at one point because Matty Renshaw got 18 off 28. I thought, he's gone for the Renning, and then he fucked it as well. So, no, we got over the line thanks to, Chowdhury. Everyone just chipped in, really. But Chowdhury, Davies, and Bartlett at the end there. So, first game, not much to talk about, pretty boring. Tough surface. Second game, we bat first. Only time in the series we batted first and blitzed them. Not straight away, mind you. We were 3 for 44 at the end of the power play, which is, I think the stats are if you lose 3 wickets in the power play, I think you lose like 70, 80% of the time. So it defied the stats here. English 11, Marsh 20, Cooper Connolly 1, and then our boy, Matty Renshaw and Tim David, man, put on a show. Massive, 100 partnership? 97 run partnership. Renshaw ends 89 not out. Had 3 sixes in a row at one point. Tim David 45. And then Davies iced it 13 off 8. And that 13 was huge because we only got up in this game by 7 runs. So we got 5 for 196 off 20 overs, which I thought was pretty good. And then Bangladesh come out and I watched that. They had no fear. Literally none. Spencer Johnson was just taken to the cleaners. None for 39 off 2 overs. And I can't tell you how many times I watched a batter just flick one off stump or charge down and pump him over cover. It was actually really good from Bangladesh. So they almost got there. At the end of the 20 overs, 6 for 189. So we win by 7 runs. Sorry. And I could say bowling-wise, Spencer was taken down and Aaron Hardy were taken down. Aaron Hardy ended up with 2 for 40 off 4, so at least he got 2 wickets. But, no respect for Johnson whatsoever. Saif Hassan got 42. Imam got 36. Ridoy, 35. But, couldn't quite ice the game with some of their final batters, 7 off 8, 13 off 11. Just not quite enough at the end there. So one of their top order batsmen had to go on and their top score was 42. So if they turn that into a 60 or a 70, they probably win this game. But a lot of fight in this Bangladesh squad. I mean, holy shit. Game 3 was only last night, I think. That was also another one that ended very quickly. Sat down, had dinner, ready to watch the test match, and England just shit the bed. Flick over, turn on the Australia game. We've already won. I was like, there's a full night of cricket gone. Might have to meet the missus again. But no, it was good quality cricket. Spencer Johnson came back in a big way. Most economical figures ever by an Australian in a T20, having completed their full spell. So 2 for 6 off 4 overs. Unplayable, untouchable, amazing. Australia read the pitch pretty well because they started with Chowdhury and Johnson. While last game they started with Hardy and Johnson, so went the spin pace. And everyone was pretty good. Joel Davies, went the journey, none for 20 off 2, but still shit ton better than Johnson last game. So, just read the pitch well, and Bangladesh made 109 for 8 in 20 overs, so very slow going there. The top 3 looks like 5 off 2 run out, 1 off 9, Spencer Johnson caught by Mitch Marsh, and Iman 1 off 13. So right there, number 2 and 3, 2 off 22. Not winning many games of T20 with that strike rate. Ridoy got 61 off 51 not out, but nothing else. So that should have been the easiest chase in history, and it was. Inglis 17 off 16, Connolly 15 off 13, but Mitch Marsh 60 off 28. Some powerful on drives, some powerful shots over cover. Just looked a class above until he holed out deep point. Renshaw 6 not out, and Tim David 12 off 3, 2 sixes. Didn't waste any time. Walked out there in the floppy. Just all sorts of aura going on, and just smacked the shit out of his first 3 balls. So amazing way to wrap that up. Almost anticlimactic. obviously a dead rubber game, but for the Australians to walk out in that is hugely for the confidence building and huge for the selectors being like, finally the team's learning, and it shows you what Mitch Marsh at the top of the order can provide if he's on. So win the series. Food for thought though. A few takeaways. Look, Bangladesh are no pushovers anymore. Look, at least in their own conditions. They're coming for the test in August. Depending who plays, that could be an interesting series. I expect Australia to win 2-0, but it's not going to be almost feeling bad for them. Some teams come out and we're 500 for 2 and you're like, oh, just end the misery for them, please. This is not that. So, this is going to be a good challenge and we should not go into that series lightly. Cooper Conley definitely making a case for a top order spot, whether it's in Test, ODI, T20. Probably not going to push the Test team so far just because all of his, career achievements have come in the white ball form. But, he's definitely got a case to be number 3 and or open 3. Around that top order, basically, in both those squads. And doesn't look out of place in those spots either. So he's still learning. He's only going to get better, but the fact he's already got 100 in the one-day format, got his IPL T20 100, and recently, he's learning. I told you before, obviously getting coached by Ricky Ponting was huge, and he's just paying dividends for Australia right now. So, that's the second takeaway is Cooper Conley. Keep an eye out for him as we move into the Test summer and all the white ball formats. Renshaw, again, I was right. Haha. No, I'll be humble. He's in his right spot around number 4 and producing results. The 89 not out was huge, and can definitely bowl some part-time spin. So, if he bats 3 or 4 for Australia in the Test team and 4, 5 in the one-day team, wouldn't look out of place. I know a lot of people don't like him. I love the guy. I think smile more, my man. Smile more. He offers a lot as a left-hander. He can soak up a lot of pressure. He can hit some big bombs, and he seems to know his game well, game situations well, and also much more canny bowler than he used to be. So that's a big one. The white ball format teams, takeaway number 4, have a lot of youth in transition. So Connolly, Chowdhury, Davies, Hardy, even Ellis to an extent, Sanger, Kuderman to an extent, Todd Murphy to an extent. These guys aren't, there's a lot of different names that the Australian public haven't heard of. So it's really cool to see that all these guys are getting found by the selectors and given a go. I love the fact that we saw Chowdhury, Joel Davies, and even Spencer Johnson back in the one-day format. So, huge to just blood these guys, get them a taste of international cricket, and then make them better as they go back to club cricket. So it can only help the Australian system. So love it. Just putting more pressure on spots as well. So, if the big boys, your Travis Heads, your Pat Cummins, Mitch Stark, Josh Hazlewood, if they aren't that keen, we've got some depth behind them. And look, lastly, Nathan Ellis, already basically a banker for T20s, but definitely could push his way for the ODI team as well. Offers a little bit with the bat, but good fielder and really good, got some good leadership qualities about him. I think he captained the Hobart Hurricanes, and also has plenty of variety. Can bowl at start, middle, end of an innings, and what's not to love about a guy that's always looking to get better and is pretty relatable in terms of he's not the quickest, he's not the strongest. You're like, that's me, my man. So he's certainly relatable there. So there's our 6 takeaways from this series. But it's really nice to get the back on the winning ways after a few woes there. It's full strength squad when you've got Head, Marsh, Inglis, David, like the big 3 bowlers, Zampa. You're like, holy moly, we look strong on paper. So, good to have this youth behind us. You're going to have to have them in the squad so they develop and learn, so we don't just lose all our talent at once. But, huge takeaways from this series. And you can see the boys learn from game one of that one-day series right through the third T20. They are a different team already in that 6 games. So I think we need more tours like this and opportunities like this for whether it's Australia A or just more little tours like this where it's not going to take more than a couple of weeks, and you have a mix of youth and experience, and that way we can keep getting other countries more experience and exposure, but also ourselves. So these guys get a taste of international cricket, get better, and learn different techniques for themselves. As I said, game one of the one-day series to game 3 of the T20 series, different squad, different team. Those learnings will be huge for us moving forward. So we'll be back to talk game 3 of the New Zealand-England series. And hopefully we have some squad announcements, team changes announced soon. But again, prediction, New Zealand may go down in this game. Sorry, New Zealand. But it's good to see Ben Stokes back. And the man's on a night out after a test win. I think cooler heads prevailed here, guys. I'm really proud of the world for where we ended up here. So thank you all for listening. Give us a like, a comment, a follow. Give us it all. We appreciate it. Thanks for being part of this. We will catch you soon.